Today's episode is brought to you by Tactical Citizen Apparel, the brand that is built for people who refuse to be victims. So if you carry, train, shoot, or just believe in being prepared, Tactical Citizen Apparel is your uniform. Clean designs, tactical mindset, and shirts that actually fit the way that you train. Go to tacticalcitizenapparel.com and gear up. Stay trained, stay sharp, and stay dangerous. All right, we're on. Okay, I really appreciate you taking the time to come up here, and it's fun to meet Juan too. We were just barely talking about this. It's fun to meet Juan too. Mm-hmm. I started following him on social media.
I know, he's like, who's this guy? He goes by Coach, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Coach Tyler. That's Tyler.
That's cool. It's fun to. I don't know you guys at all, but it's fun to just follow people on social media and kind of be like, I don't know. People think they know people on social media.
Usually when you meet them in real life, it's a totally different story sometimes, you know?
Yeah, so I wanted to chat about that a little bit. Mm-hmm. So how long has Baby Yota been a thing?
Man, it started, I think, back in 2020, and I just started posting, like, my Forerunner and stuff like that. That's where the Baby Yota thing came from, and then it just kind of blossomed from there. I felt like sharing a lot more of the firearms stuff, because people were engaging a lot in that as well. And so I was doing both at the same time for a while there, and then, I don't know, I just found more joy and more friends, and just like the energy in that community was a lot nicer and more vibrant, I guess.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, I just feel like I need to check the video really quick just to make sure.
I'm sorry if I feel awkward.
No, not at all. And it is recording, so sorry everybody. I just I've messed up quite often. Yeah. So before 2020, before Baby Yota, what's your story?
Yeah. So me and my husband have been married now 15 years, but I've been a stay-at-home mom majority of that time. So that's all I was doing, was just bringing my children up and just being at home. And I love being a mom. That's like the best gift ever. Like, I would give up everything just to have more kids and just stay home. But life gets, hard. And so you just try to find ways to help your partner bring in money and things like that. And I was like, I want to do something that I can be home and yet, support my family as well. And so I just started getting into posting and doing things I enjoyed. And that's where that kind of started.
That's cool.
Didn't know it would get this far, but it's kind of fun.
And you have a very unique but awesome aesthetic on your page. So if someone goes to my social media, they're like, this guy's all over the place. Like, he's not a photographer, he's not a videographer. Mm-hmm. But yours, you go to it and it just looks so good. Yeah. Like, where did that come from?
When growing up, I felt like my artistic abilities, because I used to draw all the time, I used to be very into art. And I think it's a visual thing. And so when you grow up doing that, and I think it just kind of comes naturally. And that's the part I enjoy the most, is editing and filming. Yeah. That's the fun part.
Yeah. Well, you do very, very solid work. So is that, you said bringing in some extra income, is that part of it?
It is part of it. So I also work, rather than just doing like influencer stuff, I also do editing for companies. And that's how I kind of blossomed my business that way, so I'm doing kind of both. Yeah.
That's really cool. Mm-hmm. So the Forerunner, let's talk about that, because that's like I'm not in that world, but there's a world.
It is a world. Yes.
I met someone, and I don't know his name. I've only met him once, and I forgot his name. We went to a Wednesday night steel shooting event. Mm-hmm. He said he's a machinist, and he machines mostly like Forerunner gear shifters, and he knew who you were.
Yes. I'm bad with names ever since I had kids, but I know who you're talking about.
I've never birthed children, but I totally understand.
Yes, I actually have his shifter in my car right now.
Cool. Mm-hmm. I think it was one of the first ones that he did. Yeah. So, and there was no connection there, but he said what he did, and I was like, oh, I follow a lady on social media, and she's way into it. He's like, oh, they're from around here, and I said who you are. He's like, oh yeah, she's got one of my shifters. That's really cool. So what is that world like? Why is it so cool?
It is cool because the way I look at it is more of a get out and get away from people, like the overland scene, the whole thing. You've got like people that'll do it just to build up their vehicles and never take them out.
Yeah.
Then you got people like me who actually do go take them out, and that's the main reason I do it. It's just so I can take my family out camping and doing all of those things outdoors that I'm not able to if I didn't have the 4Runner. You know what I mean? Like it's so easy to get into smaller trails or go places that other vehicles can't. It's the best thing. That's what cool. I grew up doing. So
yeah, it does look fun.
Yeah,
I could see getting into that.
Yeah, it gets expensive though.
Oh, I bet
it does. Like the first 4Runner I had, I spent so much money on it, and we did everything ourselves, like installed everything ourselves. And then when we went to the next one, I got a sponsored project for that one, so it was really fun.
Yeah.
So
how is that, like, when sponsors are, okay, so this is probably into more social media,
mm-hmm.
like when sponsors are looking into you, like what are they looking for? How does someone sign that deal?
I feel like they're looking for your visuals. Obviously they want something to look good, and they're looking at your engagement and how many people are commenting, sharing, like engaging in your content. So that's how I've gotten to where I am right now with as far as sponsors. But like we were talking about earlier, it's getting hard on Instagram, especially to get that reach because of Meta and all of the regulations and rules that you have to follow. And it's kind of been a downer.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, because it's the firearms community, and I imagine the 4Runner community, it's so tight-knit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're good people.
Yeah.
But there is that thing of like, God, I think shadow banning is real.
Oh, yeah.
I really do.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. And when I first started, everybody's like, "Oh, how do you do it? How do you get followers? How do you do this?" And it's not as easy as it was 3 years ago when I started. You know, it's not easy. The last 2 years have been really difficult, and I've kind of been stagnant on following. And so like sometimes you have to like pay for ads or do other ways to market. You have to be a little smarter about it, but do other ways to market your page, and other than just, you know, depending solely on your reach, because sometimes it's just not gonna go.
Yeah, that makes sense. So just that organic reach is getting harder.
Yeah, it is.
And ads are tough too, because well, I'm not good at ads, so I just end up spending a lot of money on ads, but I don't feel like they're really doing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
It's hard, yeah.
But you're a strong, capable woman, and when adversity comes up, you just seem like the type of person that is going to push through and figure it out.
I sure try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So 2020, Baby Yota became a thing, 4Runner. What got you into firearms?
So I grew up around firearms when I was little. I have pictures of me and my dad shooting, and like, so that's just something that has always been in my family. A lot of people don't believe it when they see me, but yeah, I got my husband into firearms when we were dating, and eventually like he started catching on, and now he's like so much more knowledgeable, and he's so much better than me when it comes to shooting, especially pistol. But you know, it's always been there. It's always.
That's cool. Sorry. So what's your favorite firearm?
My favorite?
That's a tough question.
It is a very tough question. I have a couple. So there's this FAL that my dad had, and it's very old. And I remember when I was younger, I asked him, I'm like, because when I was shooting it, I was like, Dad, don't ever get rid of this big black gun, because I want it when I'm bigger. And he never did, and I finally got it, you know? And so that's probably one of my favorites, just because of those memories I have with that one. Yeah. But I would have to say also my SP5K. It's an MP5.
Yeah.
It's so nice. I love that thing. I went out and bought that because I wanted it so much. So, and I enjoy it so much.
Is that the one that Juan was shooting from the hip? Okay.
Well, no. That one's the Kuna from Springfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one. No, I'm actually planning on getting a stock on it eventually. So
cool.
That'll be a process, but
yeah, not a bad process.
Not a bad process. It'll be nice actually, because the whole tax thing's coming off.
Yeah.
Like the $200 tax stamp and everything, so that'll be nice. So I'm waiting till January of 2026 to do it.
I think there's going to be a list. Like the ATF's going to get so behind.
Oh yes, it's good. I feel like it's just going to. It might increase prices of things because of the wait times and just like the demand.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I do think it's cool. There's a lot of local shops. They're selling silencers and saying,
Oh yeah.
let's not do the paperwork till
Yeah,
January.
yeah.
I like to see that
Yeah,
sort of
that's
thing. So society is weird right now. I think it's cool because you're like going against the grain of society a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're a strong, like, and not to make this all weird, but like you're a strong, beautiful woman that's very capable in a society that's kind of pushing against that a little bit.
Yeah.
So how do you tackle that, but also like fight against it?
As far as myself?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just keep doing what I was brought up to learn to do. You know, I like, my dad's very old school, but I just go off of what he taught me, and very traditional, you know, but I just keep doing me. I try not to think about what other people are demanding from me or expectant of me. You know, there's a lot of people that judge me for how I look and like, oh, she doesn't shoot guns, or like she's just doing it for this, or she's just a gun bunny, but it's not. You know, I feel like it's hard to not judge somebody when you see them, you know, like, and I feel like that's what a lot of people do in this society do.
Yeah. Also, online is so weird because
it's very
they're going to say stuff that they just won't say to your face.
Yeah.
There was one the other day, and it was more like religious based, and this guy starts throwing this stuff out at me, like, you know, answer these questions, answer this, answer that, and I'm like, hey, let's do this. Come on my podcast and let's debate.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Like, we don't need to try to fight online. He instantly backed off. Well, no, I'm not going to add to your platform. And I'm like, that's actually not my platform. My platform is not debating with people, but I'm willing to because you want to fight me so hard right now. Let's do this face to face. Yeah. No, I'm not. Oh, it's like, the whole Mike Tyson thing. Like, yeah. You know, people talk until they get punched in the mouth or whatever. Exactly. And you had posted that thing about the whole gun bunny comment from someone the other day. I'm like, these people, they're just cowards.
It's so bad. It gets so bad. But it like, I mean, there are women who do that. Like, and I don't judge them. Let them. But it's just hard when you're a woman as well, and you're trying to come off as like a genuine, like, I do love firearms, I do this, and, you know, just because, you know, you're good looking, or, you know, it just rubs people the wrong way. So
it's probably their insecurities.
Maybe.
Really, like,
that's how I always look at it. I try not to think about the haters, you know.
Some guy's posting that he probably never shoots. He's like, dang, she shoots better than me subconsciously. So now what do I need to find some way to attack her. Really
I get that a lot from people about photography too. I'm like,
really?
That's very strong coming from somebody who doesn't take photos for a living, you know. Like, why are you judging my work? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Are you getting into AI at all with photography, using it at all to help?
No, I just use the same like programs that I've always used, just like Photoshopping and like things like that, like editors, just basic computer editors.
Which is cool, because there's just so much coming out in AI. You can keep that aesthetic, whereas you might lose some. So tell me about this Gundy Award last year.
Oh, yes. So I won the Gundy Award for Photo of the Year. Now, the photo of the year, I don't know if it was like the best photo I took, and I don't know if that was the photo that was supposed to be the winner, or if it was just photographer of the year. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I won that, and that was fun. I didn't expect it though. I looked at everybody. Me personally, I felt like I didn't deserve it in a way. I felt like there was so many more better photos out there that were like nominated in the top 5, and I didn't expect to win, so I was not prepared. I just went to go be able to talk with people, because that's a great event to go and just mingle with your friends and companies and stuff like that. And that's the reason why I went, mostly. But I had no idea that I had won, and I was in the bathroom. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, no, I didn't. That's
goodness.
Awesome.
It was embarrassing. I didn't know. And they're like, I'm coming out of the bathroom in a totally different area of the building, and they're like, Lindsay, they're calling your name. I'm like, oh, like the nominations are coming up. I want to go see this. Like, I want to see the video they put up. And so I'm running back, and I think I lost an earring on the way, but like I'm running back, and I come in, and do you know Clint Morgan? I just did a video shoot with him. He used to be part of Classic Firearms, and yeah, he does his own thing now, but he was the host. And so the moment I walk in, he's like, Lindsay, and I'm like, what? like, what? He's like, you want a Gundy? And I'm like, oh no, oh no. And I have Juan just dragging me down the aisle, and I'm like, I didn't prepare for this. I didn't prepare. And so like I'm like very nervous in front of cameras and in front of people. So like it just got me really nervous, and I don't even think I said much, but it was really fun. It was a really
cool.
fun experience. It's a really great event to go and get those, connections and those companies and just talk with people.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, what are the Gundy Awards?
The Gundy Awards is something that happens around SHOT Show in Vegas. It's a big event ceremony where people nominate their favorite influencers for different categories. Mine last year was Photo of the Year? Yeah. Photo of the Year. And you basically just go in and vote for your favorite influencer, and then you end up getting a little award and going up on stage. And
that's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's a cool, I like the way that they do that. Because like someone might look at it and go, well, if you have more reach, then you're obviously going to get it. But I actually think that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
You're an influential person in the firearms community for women. You're like a Second Amendment women's advocate. And so if you have that reach, then I think that's great.
Yeah, that's true.
So you said this year you were nominated for most influential
female. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm honored to be. But honestly, if I don't win, I'm happy with that. Like, I'm just so excited to be there to network with all of the companies and see my friends and stuff. It's a good opportunity for that.
You've been going out to different parts of the country and doing different things recently as well.
Yeah. I just got back from Boston doing a night vision shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, with Clint Morgan.
So that was part of that operation.
Blackout.
Okay, so what is this? Tell me, because I watched the trailer. I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's awesome.
It was a fun little project we did. It was just more like a little movie type thing. It was great just to be a part of it, because there's a bunch of your friends there and you're just basically LARPing in the fields, you know. But it was fun, and it was like a sponsored project for Daniel Defense and Gun Owners of America. They're pushing this new rifle build, and we're just kind of focusing on showing that and doing a night vision shoot, and made it kind of into a movie. It was really fun. But
how different is it shooting night vision?
Oh gosh, it's hard.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the little laser, then you're like, you have to look through the sight, and that's what I had to do, because my firearm did not have it. So, but it was fun. It was a little hard. You have to unload your mags and reload and do all that fun stuff.
All in the dark.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah.
So you're doing it by feel, like just by.
Yeah, I don't know how those special forces guys do it.
I know, it's wild.
You guys shooting like PVS 14s were the night vision? Like green phosphor, white phosphor?
Yeah, I had white phosphor.
Cool.
Sorry. I've never had night vision. That was the first time I'd ever done it. So yeah. I don't know like a whole bunch about it, but it was really a fun experience.
Yeah, they're such a great tool, and at the same time, like, you have to train with them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you put them on, your depth perception's a little bit off. I just have a single, and it's digital. I don't have a huge, expensive setup, but my brother-in-law does. You throw his on, and you walk around, and you're like, this is phenomenal.
It is wild. Yeah, and they're so sensitive, so you have to be super careful about pointing them in light and stuff like that. So
the digital one that I have, you don't have to be like, I can wear it in the day. But they're not nearly as cool. Like any guy or lady who's watching this right now, and they're like, he has digital night vision, like, they're judging me. They're like, that's not real night vision.
I don't have night vision, so I won't judge you.
But it's a cool tool, and I always think of like end times. Like, what if an EMP hits over, and
have you ever messed with thermals?
Yeah, so we coyote hunt with thermal, and it's great.
It's fun.
Yeah, I should get with one and
go do that. Yeah, it would be fun. I would love to partake, because
so we call them in. We'll just usually hop in the back of a truck, drive out in the desert, make sure it's a good, safe area. All that, since this is posted, I have to say stuff like that. But make sure it's a good area, and then we just use one of those Fox Pros.
Yeah.
And almost every time we go out, we'll call something in.
Wow.
And so the kid is embarrassing, though. I've never shot anything at night.
Oh, really?
Like, I have thermal. I see them, but it's usually someone else who takes the shot, which I'm totally fine with.
You're just there for the experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to shoot one with thermal, but it's deceptive too. And this is probably just because I don't do it very much. but the sizes of the animals.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my brother-in-law shot one the other day, and then he gets to it and he's like, this thing is tiny.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
you can tell through a normal scope, but
you're just seeing a little heat signature
Yeah.
up there, and you're like, yeah,
and
not sure.
he ranges it. He's like, well, it's a pretty far shot, so yeah, it's probably just normal size
Yeah.
cat. It wasn't.
Oh.
But what other projects are you involved in right now?
Right now, as far as work, I'm just preparing for the 2026 season, so just getting my schedule figured out for what companies I'm going to be working with, and SHOT Show's coming. That's a good time to come and network with a lot of the companies as well. So that's basically what I'm looking forward to is SHOT Show next. I've been doing quite a bit of traveling this past few months, and so I'm just kind of relaxing, taking a breath before the big plunge again. So
when you're working with companies and you're saying 2026, so it's kind of like their 2026 line of products then
yes,
that are coming
yes.
out. And so they're so far ahead of my brain.
I know.
Because I'm just thinking, like, what's the next day?
Have you ever been to SHOT Show?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've got to go.
That's where you go to see everything that's going to be coming out, new that year. And it's a good...
Yeah. Do you know Adam Boyce? He, on Instagram, he's Spartan mode.
Yes.
So he goes...
It's like, sounds familiar. It's been a long time since I've worked with him.
But you have worked with him.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Tour knives, Tops knives.
Yeah, Tops.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, he's such a cool guy.
I did one of his classes too.
Okay, nice.
That,
yeah, he does them at our gym once a year. I think last year he wasn't able to, but it's such an important class. Like anyone, I would rather get shot than stabbed.
Right. Like, I would be the same way.
Yeah. And you do that class and you're like, okay, I need to know something. And this is where I really appreciate what you're doing on social media and for the world, because like guys need trained as well, but ladies need trained, I almost say more.
Yes.
Like you're a target, and
sometimes you're not always going to have your husband watching your back,
exactly.
Yes.
And like this, I don't want to get, male, masculine, feminine, whatever, but like typically speaking, males can be stronger and all. So I want females to do jiu-jitsu, so you know how to defend yourself, knife classes, firearms, like just be as capable as possible and just don't be prey.
Yes.
Be the silent predator. And just be aware of surroundings. And so his classes are great. I definitely, like, whoever's listening,
I highly recommend it. Yeah, it was a fun class.
So we should connect you guys, because you guys could do some great stuff together.
That would be fun.
When are you going to start jiu-jitsu?
Oh, I know. I need to do that, huh? I don't know. I never really thought about it, but you keep telling me it's like the thing to do. So
it's pretty great. Yeah. And then I know we talked about your kids doing it at some point, and that would be cool.
Yes.
Like it's so good, confidence, and then just I feel like school bullying. My kid is our middle child. He didn't tell us this for a long time, and then Kira, my wife, she comes up and she's like, "So Luke just told me something interesting." I'm like, "All right." She said, "Well, he kind of got in a fight at school, but not really." He said that a kid kept calling him names and started chasing him around the playground. And he kept telling him, like, using verbal jiu-jitsu, like, "Hey, stop, leave me alone, walk away." He's like, "But he just kept chasing me, so I put him in spider position and called for an adult." I'm like,
my goodness,
dude, that's awesome. Good job. That's perfect. And so I program workouts for the SWAT team here, and one of the guys was the school resource officer at the time. So I'm like, "Hey, apparently my son kind of got in a fight, and why didn't you give me a call?" He went, "Oh, I probably should have, but it could not have been handled more perfectly by the child." He's like, "I had no reason to call you guys because what he did was perfect." I'm like, "That's awesome."
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have to cower to the bully. He was confident enough to throw the kid to the ground nicely, sit on him, and say, "Someone go get a teacher."
That's like, awesome.
So good.
Wow. I would be a proud parent,
Yeah.
Sure. Kids are mean these days.
They really are. It's like, I'm sure they were. I know I got made fun of, but just kind of like hate it, and whatever. I try to be whatever we tried to be back then.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays it's vicious. And I worry about my kids on social media.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
one, I don't want them to have it at all.
100%. Yeah,
But
mine don't have any social media accounts or anything. It is hard when like everything is electronics these days. I know it's like easy to give them the phone or the iPad when you're busy and you're doing
For sure.
stuff. Like I'm guilty of it, but
too.
like my goal is to just get rid of that kind of thing and have them learn the 90s way is what I say.
Yeah. I like that, the
Mhm.
90s way.
Mm-hmm.
Road games.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play
Just,
the
like,
alphabet game.
Chasing something like with your hands on the car window. You're like,
I
that's
saw
what
that.
I used to do.
Yeah, I saw that the other day online. There was some guy driving and he
Yeah.
like jumps up over top of
Right.
something and keeps running.
Count the little like raindrops on them. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever wish, like, we don't want the end to happen, but sometimes I'm like, if an EMP hit right now, life would be so much simpler.
Yeah, it could be, it couldn't, like end of the world. I guess it depends on the event that happens.
That's true.
If it's a nuke, I'm just like, I'm terrified, but if it's like something like an EMP or just, then I think it would humble a lot of people.
Yeah.
But then, you got all the crazy people that'll come out and show their true colors.
Yeah.
So it's scary. I think it's scary being a parent in this time. As much as I love having a family and stuff, it just scares me also,
Yeah. So kind of with that, like, it scares you, but you're also, it's kind of like you have a plan. Because you're like, hey, here's electron, which I do the same thing, by the way. Like, I'm busy, like, hey, just watch something safe on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you kind of have a plan of like 90s play.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you parent that? Like, knowing that we're not in a great place in society.
Right.
We want to protect our kids, but at the same time, we want to make sure that they're not just complete pansies,
Yes,
So
yes.
how do you guys navigate that?
That's hard because everything, like I said, is electronics and stuff. Social media is big, but my kids are still so innocent in the fact that they are not aware of like all the dangers in the sense. So in my opinion, I just don't even want to try to introduce that. They have cousins that are into like social media and watching things online, and I'm not about it. Like, they know better. If their cousins are over, they're like not going to be watching their phones and stuff like that. So I think it's just it's not necessarily like sheltering them, but it's just taking care of them, which I think is like a lot that people don't do these days, and that's why kids are the way they are,
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that makes sense. I like that. That's a great approach. It also helps that we live in a really awesome area.
It does, yes.
Like, we don't want to tell many
I know,
people how great the area is, because they will come.
Yes.
But it really is just such a good area to grow up in. Kira and I, like, we love vacation.
Yeah.
Like, we try to go once a year. We just barely went down to Mexico. And while we're there, I love it. Like, I love the food. I love the tacos. I love the people. I love the history, the pyramids. But I'm like, I like Idaho a lot.
Yes, I travel a lot. See, I never traveled before I turned 30 because I was scared of planes. I would never get on a plane. I was like, I'm not going to ever get on a plane. I'm scared of heights.
Okay.
And so I started flying at 30, which was like 4 years ago. But now I'm just like flying all over the place, which is wild. But everywhere I go, it's just, you don't get that sense of home. You don't get that sense of safety and security you do here.
Yeah.
And the people are just different. Like, not every place I go to is horrible, but like just like the courtesy and stuff is just so foreign to what we are so used to here,
Yeah, it's just such a solid place to live. How are you with little planes?
I don't ever want to get on a little plane. I don't think. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, and I just like saw a helicopter crash on. That's the thing about social media is it's like showing you everything, and I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It could be me, and I don't want it to be. That's what scares me.
How's Juan with little planes?
No, I'm sure he would love that. Okay. I mean, he's just.
I'll take him up sometime.
Oh gosh, I forget that you do that.
Yeah, so. I don't do it as much as I want to. But one of my favorite things is flying people around the Tetons.
Really?
It's just.
Oh, wow.
It's like a view that you never ever will get, and most people will never get it, and so it's just fun to take people up, get pretty high, circle the Tetons. You can do it.
Yeah, probably if you forced me.
Okay, well, let's make that happen.
Okay.
What message does American women need right now?
I think that we as women in America need to realize that we are women and we have things about us that men cannot do, you know, and we need to embrace that and not put men down for their roles in life. We have our roles, and I think feminists have just lost that, you know, um, of what a woman can do, you know, just by trying to go so hard against men. They're just not thinking about the things that we are able to do.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing, I think. I think women need to be more aware that they are powerful
Yeah.
in the sense that they can do things.
No, I love that. Thank you.
Sorry, I wish I could put it in better words.
No,
but
I think those are great words. Not to like add to it, but maybe it is.
Sure, do it.
But just women actually do run the world.
Mm-hmm.
Just not how, let's say, feminists think that they should run the world.
Yes.
Like, my wife knows what she wants,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll kind of get it.
Yeah.
But that's good
Yes.
because she motivates me to go out and do the same or have the same standards and values. So it's like, although I may be the, quote, head of the household, I know who really runs things. And that's not like putting myself down at all.
Right.
Like, I've chosen that because I would much rather, I trust her a lot more than I trust myself.
Oh, yes.
And you read about successful people, let's say successful men throughout all of history, they're only successful because they have a really great woman by their side.
Yes.
And they're co-leading this.
Yeah, they're a team. It's not me against you type of attitude.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I love that.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, I don't know you very much. My wife doesn't know you at all. But it's fun to watch and just see what you're doing for society, what you're doing for women. It's such a worthy cause, and you're very appreciated.
I appreciate that because I don't think about it. Honestly, I feel like I don't do a lot, but, maybe I am encouraging some to get out there and shoot firearms, to learn self-defense and stuff like that. So that's actually a good feeling to know that.
Good. And if you knew that you were, then maybe you wouldn't be so cool. Because you're like, you're humble about it. Even like the Gundy Awards, you're like, well, I don't know if I should have gotten it because the other photographer's really good. Good. Like, that's a great mentality to have. That's the attitude of greatness.
Yeah.
If you thought the other way of like, dang, I'm so good and everyone should come to my page, like, then you lose the authenticity and you lose who you are. And so just keep being who you are, and the world's a better place for it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for today.
Yes,
really
thank you for having me. It was fun.